I'm going to show you how to create your own stencil for the Olympics. I'm going to base this on the Brazilian flag. It's a nice simple one to start with. The materials that you need are the self-healing mat, clear acetate A4 sheet, a very sharp art knife, and double-sided tape. Those are the materials that you need for creating the actual stencil. And then of course you need the templates of the design as well. This is my Brazilian flag template, which I printed off the computer. And I'm going to lie this flat when I am actually cutting out the template. I need it to be on a hard surface. And we have the self-healing mat at the base, and then over the top the template, and then the film over that. With the cutting knife, I cut firmly to start with around the circumference of the flag, and then I push out the excess. So I've just got the frame, like a picture frame. Make sure that you cut away all this excess with scissors, as it will make it easier to push away the inner plastic. And then I'm working, it's like I'm layering up 3 different stages. I'm working from the exterior outwards to inwards. So this is my first part. The second part, once again, I'm going to be following the circumference of the flag, cutting all the way round. And then with this one, I'm then going to use it again to cut out and form the diamond shape. Then the third part, I'm then cutting the diamond shape and then the circle in the middle of it. If you want to practice your shape, your circle shape, it's always a wise move to do so, because circles are slightly tricky to form. Once you've completed that and you have your 3 pieces, you're then ready to affix it to the skin. So we've completed the customized stencil, and now I need to apply the makeup to it. So the materials I need for that, my water-based colours to represent the Brazilian flag, and I also have thrown in FX white, which produces beautiful line work, along with my sponges, my baby sponges, and my acrylic art brush, which you can purchase from any store. This is the first step to applying the makeup to your stencil. So the self-adhesive stickers are all along the corners to keep the stencil in place, but you could also work with somebody else. Somebody could hold this stencil for you, which would make it a lot easier. And I've gone with a really flat surface. I tend to use the inner arm because that's where it's less hairy. So if you're using stickers, sometimes it's just more comfortable using that part of your arm. And I've firstly applied it using my acrylic brush to get most of the makeup on there. I'm working relatively quickly because it dries quite fast, water-based paint. And then I'd go over the top and just stipple, and I need to make sure it reaches every single corner of that template. So now the second stage is going to be really quick and easy because you're beginning to get the hang of this. So my second piece, load up the brush with the yellow on the acrylic brush, which I showed you before, and then follow that through with the sponge. Just stipple it over for a nice smooth even base. Wait till it's dry before you apply the third and final layer. This time just go in loading the sponge with the blue and stipple in the centre in the circular part. Then you want to add the finer detail, and I'm using FX white paint because it produces a beautiful stark white colour, and this is how the final look will appear, and I'm very happy with that. I hope you are too. If you want to accentuate certain features, let's say it's for that dark evening event, then you might want to incorporate glitter, so I'll show you how. And then I finish off the look with loose sparkles, which are really, really effective over any piece of artwork. I'm using a dry brush and then just gently tapping it over for that beautiful sparkly finish. Finally, before I bring this stencil tutorial to a close, should you wish to make the Olympic rings, it's better you take your designs to your local printers, as this would be too fiddly to produce from home. Thank you very much for tuning in today, and I shall be here next week. Goodbye for now.